Secretary, do you think the 4P program nakatulong po sa pagbaba ng poverty incidence ng ating bansa?
The subject official declared that he has 10 children from several women. I suppose you had a very colorful love life, Secretary.
So you're one of the lucky departments na nadagdagan ng budget, no? Because most of the departments, in terms of 4P po, nadagdagan po ang 4P, which is good news to our people, no? But
I suppose you'll be meeting a lot of women in your line of work. Hindi po ba magiging sagabal sa trabaho mo yun na marami kang makikilalang babae?
my question basically, Secretary, is the conditional cash transfer program, or the 4Ps, was started 2007 in a pilot and was budgeted in 2008. 15 years after the 4Ps program was started, and almost 1 trillion pesos was already spent. Tanong ko po, Secretary, do you think the 4P program nakatulong po sa pagbaba ng poverty incidence ng ating bansa?
Mr. Secretary.
Mr. Chair, it has, and it will. Siguro lang po, sir, kailangan lang ho nating the Congress will revisit the law. Kailangan lang po ng adjustments. Because after so many years, ganun pa rin po yung system. Though may mga nag-graduate po. The purpose of 4P, sir, yung mga poor families, mapaaral yung kanilang mga anak, education, and then ika nga, ma-check yung kanilang mga health and needs of the children. Nangyayari naman ho yung may mga nag-graduate, napapag-graduate, meron po kaming mga success stories ng mga beneficiaries. Pero we need to revisit kasi yung iba po na abuse, such as ginagamit po ng pangsugal. Yung iba po ay ina-advance na, sinasanla yung kanilang cash card. So hindi na po talaga nagagasta minsan para sa mga anak. So what I'm asking, sir, is kung pwedeng reviewin po ng Congress, ng Senate, itong batas na ito para maging foolproof, ika nga, para talagang mapupunta po yung benepisyo sa mga bata, Mr. Chair.
Thank you for your answer. I think the law is there, and I think under your leadership siguro you can take the initiative na ayusin po yung sistema, kasi while the money is there, tama po kayo, yung iba po ay hindi na pupunta sa dapat, no? But ang ating mga kababayan po ngayon ay nakikinig, and palagi nilang tinatanong sa akin, sa aming probinsya, sa barangay, sa aking pagbisita, yung problema po ng lista ng 4P. Kasi po, siguro alam nyo na rin po ito, marami pong beneficiary ng 4P noon, nakakatanggap ngayon na nag-graduate na po sila. Dati po ay beneficiary sila dahil kasama po sila sa qualification na mahirap, at ang iba naman po ay umasenso na, and yet tumatanggap pa po sila. And marami naman pong mahihirap na hindi kasama sa lista, kasi kagaya sa aming probinsya, ang reklamo po nila, yung kapitbahay po nila na sementado po ang bahay, may sasakyan, nakakatanggap ng 4P, at sila po makikita naman po tarpaulin ang bubong sa lupa, wala sa 4P. Yan lang po ang gusto ko pong mabigyan nyo ng atensyon, at kung pwede pong sagutin nyo yung katanungan ko po, ano po ang ginagawa po nyo under your leadership? Una, para maayos yung lista, makorek yung mga hindi na deserving, nakagraduate na, ay sana mapalitan na ng mga deserving. At pangalawa, yung mga deserving from the start of the program na hanggang ngayon po ay hindi pa nakakatanggap. Kasi yan po ang pinapakinggan ng ating mga kababayan ngayon, na palagay ko naman under your leadership ay mabibigyan nyo po ng atensyon.
Mr. Chair, when I took over, meron pong tinatawag na listahan ng 3. Ito po yung survey na ginagawa po ng DSWD every 3 years to check on the beneficiaries at yung mga kababayan natin na mahihirap kung po pwedeng ipasok po sa 4Ps. It identified 1.3 million Filipinos who are non-poor, na member po ng 4Ps. So, dapat ho, tatanggalin ho yung 1.3 na yun, ipapalitan natin ng bago. Unfortunately, that survey was done in 2019 before the pandemic. So, hindi na po siya correct dahil marami pong naghirap ng pandemic. So, what I did, sir, was instructed my people with the listahanan program and our NHTO pala and 4Ps to conduct another round of survey. And true enough, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, we found out na din po sa 1.3, 700,000 ang kailangan pong manatili doon sa 4Ps. Only 500 plus ang pwede pong i-graduate, ang pwede pong palitan na ng mga bagong miyembro. So yun ang ginagawa namin. Hopefully, sir, Mr. Chair, Your Honor, by January this year, we will have a list of new members of the 4Ps, around 500,000 of them, and this will be distributed to the different sectors of our society, from disabled, solo parents, farmers and fisher folks. Doon po natin i-distribute yung 500,000 na yun, Mr. Chair, Your Honor.
Mr. Secretary, magkano pa po ba ang budget ng 4P under sa 2022 GAA?
Nasa 110 million plus, billion plus po, Mr. Chair, Your Honor.
And magkano po yung sasubmit sa NEP? I think it's 115 or something. Nag-increase po?
Exactly, yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
So you're one of the lucky departments na nadagdagan ng budget, no? Because most of the departments, in terms of 4P po, nadagdagan po ang 4P, which is good news to our people, no? But the fact that nadagdagan po yung budget from 2020 to around 107.6, ngayon 115.6 na, which is like almost 8% increase, does it mean na nagdagdagan pa po ba ang mahihirap na magiging beneficiary ng 4P?
Hindi po, sir, because sa law, it only says like 4.4 million po. Right now, we're catering to about 4.2 million poor families, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
So, Secretary, so you're saying nadagdagan ng budget pero hindi po nadagdagan po ang beneficiary po?
Yung iba po kasi, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, ginagamit po namin sa operational expenses po ng, to check on yung mga members po ng 4Ps. That's where it goes, operational expenses. And then at the same time, yung mga idadagdag po natin, yung mga biglang suddenly nawawala, hinahanap po natin yan because marami po sa kanila suddenly hindi ho namin malaman under the law, they have to tell us, inform us where they're going. So, nangyayari po, minsan, nawawala po sila bigla without informing us. So, nagkakaproblema, nagre-report po sila na hindi nila natatanggap yung kanilang benepisyo. Gayon pa man, kasi they did not inform us, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
So, Secretary, yung dagdag po na 7 billion will go po for operational expense, not for beneficiaries po?
Beneficiaries pa rin po kasi we have to go up to about 4.4 million, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Sana po ang mga local government naman po ay willing makipagtulungan po sa inyo na para maayos po yung lista. Sana po ay mas maging cooperative kayo, supportive sa mga LGUs po na willing po mag-support. Like in our province po, in Camarines Sur, we spent, the government spent their own money to have a survey po kung sino po yung mahirap and all, and we will share that with you. Kasi yan talaga hinaing sa aming probinsya. All over the country po na nakikita po nila na may monthly benefit po ang ibang kasakapit bahay nila pero sila na mas mahirap hindi nakakatanggap. At sana talaga, yan talaga ang mabigyan nyo ng atensyon. No? I would just like to reiterate. And pangalawa pong concern po na sana maayos po nyo under your leadership. Ni-raise ko na po to during the last yung predecessor nyo and unfortunately hindi talaga fully na-solve. No? Ang ating Pangulong Bongbong nagsabi that dapat to support and promote digitalization, especially in government transactions. We fully support it. Ako nga, as early as 2013, nag-file na ako ng 16, nag-file na ako ng bill for e-government because I believe less human intervention, less corruption. So, I'm sure naka-receive na rin kayo ng mga complaints regarding this, especially yung overpricing ng digital payments. Ang tanong ko lang po, kasi sa marami naman po ang ating kababayan na island town, island province, na they have to spend 400-500 pesos from their barangay, pupunta sila sa syudad na may ATM at may payout. Samantalang ang nakukuha lang nila, magkano ba ang payout? Minsan, less than 1,000 ba? What I'm saying is they're spending more than half just to get the money to benefit from the CCT. Ang tanong ko po, ano pa po ang ginagawa nyo to fully digitalize or at least majority digital na po ang transfer ng 4P sa ating mga kababayan. Kasi po, di ba, maliit na nga yung nakukuha and they have to spend food, transport. At yung iba po, sir, masyado nang mahina, matatanda, hindi na makabiyahe. So, kailangan may magsama pa sa kanila para makabiyahe, dagdag pamasahe po yun. So, ano po ang under your leadership po ang ginagawa po natin para mapabilis, maayos po ang distribution po ng 4Ps?
Sir, there was a marching order from the President na gawing digitalize, particularly the Department of Social Welfare and Development because of the ayudas nga, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. And we are doing that. As a matter of fact, there's a company, Mr. Chair, who's volunteering to do digitalize DSWD for free. Unfortunately, there are some laws and policies under the Department of Budget and Management that kailangan pa pong i-bidding. So medyo nawawala na po ng gana yung company ho na yun na volunteering to digitalize the DSWD. As a matter of fact, the promise when I came in last July 1, kaya nilang i-digitalize yung AIX pa lamang, sir, in about 90 days. Unfortunately, and I saw the policy of the Department of Budget and Management na kailangan pong i-bidding. Yun ang doon ho tumatagal, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. So, hindi ho ngayon, nag-aantay po kami ngayon ng feedback mula sa DBM, pero a couple of weeks ago, I already instructed my finance undersecretary to check with COA kung pwede po nating i-bypass yung policy na yun, kasi it's just a policy actually from DBM, kasi free naman ho, no cash out from the government, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. So, that's what we're doing. We're waiting po the reply of COA and at the same time the DBM, Your Honor.
Thank you. Just let us know how we can help, no? But for example, in our province, Sec, salamat na bisita mo kami. Meron kaming tinatawag na provincial ID na cash card with land bank. Kasi ang plano po namin ng mga AIX, ang mga medical, burial at scholarship papadaanin na po doon, and I think hindi na kailangan i-bidding yun if DSWD partners with the LGU CAMSUR. Pati sa 4P po. Ang second step po namin after issuing a provincial ID with cash card na digital ay to expand also yung POS system sa barangay na nakaka-withdraw na sila at no cost to the government. So, we're volunteering to, if you can partner with us and do that trial, hindi na kailangan po i-bidding yan, no? So, marami pa akong tanong pero siguro I will let some of our colleagues also do the questioning, no? But Sec, I fully support you for the simple fact that dati nakikita lang kita sa TV at radyo, but I experienced firsthand na nung bagyo talaga ay nag-action ka. Pag nagte-text kami, sumasagot ka. So with that, maraming salamat and I believe in your leadership. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you very much, Majority Leader. The Chair would like to recognize the presence of Representative GP Pajernos. Next to ask question is Member Johnny Pimentel.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Secretary, I was looking over your profile because each nominee, the secretariat gives us profiles so that we could base also our questions there. I was really amused to see some of the facts, no, especially with your personal life. And I would like to read, subject official declared that he has 10 children from several women. I suppose you had a very colorful love life, secretary. And there were 4 women who are the mothers of your children. Are you still in good terms with the mothers?
We're separated, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Yes, we're in good terms. We're in talking terms, and including all my children. Some of them are the United States, and some are here, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Secretary, considering that in your line of work, the moment you're the Secretary of DSWD, and I suppose you'll be meeting a lot of women in your line of work, hindi po ba magiging sagabal sa trabaho mo yun na marami kang makikilalang babae?
It happened, Mr. Chair, Your Honor, when I was younger, when I was in the media. And as you grow old, you notice that you start to look differently in life, your perspective, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. When we are young, sir, we make mistakes. I mean, but I'm not ashamed to say that I made mistakes. And from that mistake, you have to make corrections and adjust. And you have to bring it all the way until you grow old, Mr. Chair, Your Honor.